well. You guys hear me okay? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is your favorite Red Senpai. Today we're going to be playing Chemically Bonded. It is a more niche game, a visual novel. Show it off to you. But have about an hour or so, a little over an hour. See how far we can have some other games. This one, it's Hero Survivor, Survival. And this bed we made, we might be able to do that one in one playthrough. That one, hours, if you do everything right, I guess. I've seen a 6-hour playthrough, and they said that they didn't like it after 5 hours, but then there's a lot of people that like it. I'm gonna try this one out. Ratalaika Games. They're indie publisher. I don't hear much music though. Yeah, the audio on. Oh, you guys don't hear it. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was active. Hey there, Christo. Welcome. Okay, let me show you one more time what I was talking about with that. Now I hear the music. There was this game. It's like that anime game, Hololive, but it's like nerds, I guess. And it's very nerdy. It's very cheap too. It's like $4.99. But this is like mystery game, kind of like a visual novel. I guess crime solving. You play as a maid. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Talking about. I have some other games on PC to play too. This one is. Hopefully, we don't get a weird copyright figure. What's this? Kabir. That's a redhead. What does this mean? It's the character's volume. I don't mind if they're loud. Start. Oh, look, I'm Christo. You're a Dalku down and below. If you're on YouTube or Kick, YouTube or you'll be able to get an on-screen out. This place, what does it mean? Am I tired? Around me, the motion of time can the same rhythmic fashion day by day. Is it ever going to change? Asking myself, I can only succumb, give no answers. Of course, the answers are there before us. Those who watch them, diligent as they pass without notice. I'm here for an education, right? Part of me feels that might. Following the same path as everyone around me, living life nonchalantly, oblivious to the outside world. Being a student, it's a life not many would consider special, despite us wanting to be so. But here, in this place, we define ourselves as individuals. A place where memories are made, where we form the bonds with those closest to us. Is that what this place means to me? One could say that being here is what makes us human. Coming here to be taught what it's like to have ambition, find our dream. I wouldn't consider myself to be no aspirations. Finding something like that would be. Maybe in the end, that's what this place is too. I just haven't found what I'm. Write your forename on the chalkboard. Satoru. This is her name. Uh, Satan. That's our name. We're just Satan. Satona. Uh, this was an interesting game. It was very weird. I didn't have a lot of fun with that actually. Like, trying to have fun with that game. This, how about this? It's a fun. Sunny. Hey, happy for Sunny. That's the first time I've ever done that. Don't usually use that name. You gotta choose like senpai or something, but try to choose girl name. Let's see. Still there, Christo? I see that you're on YouTube, on Twitch. Twitch there. Lifting my hand from the chalkboard, all that's left is my name etched neatly in white on the otherwise blank canvas. Being able to start as a transfer student sounds like more than just a dream. Having the opportunity to make new connections, to make a new impression of myself, rather than having to be the me everyone had the chance to know over the last. If I were to describe it, fun would be the word that'd come to mind. If luck was on my side, who knows? Maybe I'd meet a shy girl on the way to school. Guidance of fate. Perhaps I'm just thinking of things. Wait, are we a girl or are we a guy? I don't. And her name. Well, Sunny could be a guy's name, but usually it's not spelled like that. I thought we were a girl because that's what it looked like. Or perhaps I'm just overthinking it. Something like that seems too cliche. Nevertheless, standing here in the bliss of thought, working against what I'm supposed to be doing doesn't make my situation better. Cleaning duty is something we're all tasked to do at some point. But given the amount of dust and grime laced across the room, I don't feel as if those before me put much effort into it. Tradition, or more so, the will of learning life skills seems to have died off around me. Maybe this wouldn't be such a pain in the too friendly here, if I wasn't crying out to the empty. The delicacy put into writing my name on the board is quickly erased by the desire to get out of here as soon as possible. Good, you actually live. I wasn't sure if we were actually live on YouTube. We're live. Watching this in the future. This is probably a past stream, so watching. I would have finished by now if the person who had not had the ingenuous idea to skip out actually decided to turn up. It's not as if they didn't know that the job requires more than one person. If I knew who they were, I would have said something to. I would have something to say, but I'm not the type of person to go out of my way to confront them. And I can't recall who it was anyway. I wipe away the dust settled along the edge of the bookshelf, leaving the stray speckles glisten in the now setting sun. Sounds of those engaged in club activities resonate throughout the school grounds. All that's left is to mop up the floor, and my responsibilities as a janitor can be passed on to an unfortunate classmate tomorrow. For a janitor that falls in love, it's gonna be a perhaps they'll be lucky enough to have company. Weaving through the desks scattered across the room. The trip to the supplies cupboard is nothing but a. Swinging the door open, the scene before me presents a sight of emptiness. I remain still, clutching the door's handle. At this point, giving up doesn't seem like a bad idea, but part of me still is engrossed in getting the job done seems to say otherwise. Getting the job seems. I may as well scout for a mop and bucket elsewhere. Given the apathy our class has towards cleaning, finding a spare set in another room wouldn't be a bad wait. I make my way out of the classroom. Assumption. Easiest thing to do. Ask the next class. That is, if they haven't finished or given up. Much to my surprise, peering into the room seems to have paid off. Two girls make conversation inside, both brushing away remnants of afternoon lessons still chalked on front. I head to the door. Excuse me, either of you happen to know where I could find a spare mop and bucket? The question itself isn't one I'd particularly dream of asking girls my age. After a quick glance towards one another, almost as if they were conferringly silent, they both return their gazes to me. The closer one responds.
I'm not sure. There might be one in the science lab, though.
Ooh, voice acting. Nice.
But I don't think anyone goes to clean there.
Hey, I like when I don't have to voice act. Alright, I'll go check. Thank you. Departing the two with a slight bow, I head off in the direction of the science lab. The subject itself hasn't been my strongest, far from it. But given that we don't do much practical work, I'd bet I wasn't the only one here holding a grudge against sitting at a desk just to trace the teacher's notes from book to book. I arrived at the door to the lab, privy to the sounds of the steps seeping from the faint gap below the door. Unlike classrooms, the labs are walled off corridors, giving those inside a sense of privacy. There's a teacher in there, then they're bound to know where I can get my hands on cleaning supplies I need. What a delight. Opening the door, however, grants me with a sight I couldn't say I was expecting. Briefly blinded by the rays of sunlight flowing from the windows across the room, a figure of a girl materializes. My eyes adjust to the brightness. Flowing white coat, lab coat. Her eyes intently study the flask and test tube within the grip of her finger. Her entire self oblivious to my presence as she focuses on what's resting behind her shoulders. Her hair done neatly into a ponytail. Yes, a Tony pin. That would be funny. I just reversed the whole thing. Ponytail blows softly in a draft from a note. Despite opting for her glasses as opposed to proper goggles, seems to have some sense of safety at least. Taking a closer look as I continue to stand in the doorway, outward, her identity makes itself clear to me. Kyoko Ishikawa, classmate of mine. Don't know her personality. I don't know her personally, but I'd quite oblivious to not know who she was. She's pretty famous around the school, being known for her intelligence. Enough so to top the leaderboards for every test, not just in the school, but even regionally. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense to find her. It's not a surprise. However, with that sense of fame also comes a certain amount of infamy, given the number of people talking about her. Very famous for being very smart. Rumor has it that a few months ago, caught cheating. As far as I'm aware, they were nothing more than allegations. Nobody has a real way to get confirmation from her. Nobody made that effort. She herself doesn't talk much, but those nerdy types of girls never do. I guess she's probably shy.
Huh?
After accidentally pushing the door, Kyoko's head turns in my direction, having now spotted me, leaving her slightly shocked by my presence. Perhaps standing here dwelling on it's pretty weird when I could have just spoken up beforehand. Now it just feels awkward. She looks like a deer caught in headlights. Speaking up now couldn't hurt. Excuse me, do you know if there's any cleaning supplies in here? Hesitates for a second, leaving her slightly ajar, only in what I can assume is an attempt to search for words. Soon enough, she speaks
The
up.
cleaning equipment? You had me excited for a second, but I think there's some here.
Can't see what there is to be excited about. Rather than I'd be kind of annoyed if someone interrupted. She seemed to be focused on whatever it was she was doing. Experiment of sorts, by the looks of it. She's been added to our encyclopedia. And why is that?
Nobody cleans her much.
I meant what was so exciting. Kyoko looks at me with a smile that's all too passionate.
I thought you were here to join the science club.
Not quite sure what it is she is expecting of me. Even after this brief conversation, my image of her as a reserved, quiet girl as she appears to radiate enthusiasm. This is the science club?
What did you think it was?
As far as I'm aware, what I walked in was a soul girl conducting an experiment alone after school, not a full-fledged club. Pretty sure you need at least 5 members. The fact that she's conducting experiments without a teacher's supervision, though, more than enough to tell me she doesn't take the rules very seriously.
You don't look very impressed.
Can't say I am. After all, I came here so I could finish cleaning the classroom, not to take samples of extracurricular. That's because I came here to get a mop and a bucket, not to check out the club.
Okay, I'll go get them now. But please, take a seat. At least.
You guys hear the gamer code? Let me know that. Oh, alarm clock. To be honest, delaying my inevitable return to scrubbing the grime from the classroom floor wouldn't be such a bad idea. I may as well stay for a while and hear her out. Yoko quickly returns, supplies in hand, along with a glum expression carried on her face.
I've been trying to get more members, but nobody seems to be interested. It's hard to find people who like science.
It's almost as if she's trying to make me feel sympathy for her. For a girl I once thought to be quiet, even shy, sure seems persistent. Saying don't judge a book by its cover comes to mind. After talking to her, though, the image that her as doesn't seem to be. The higher than you aura had been talked about behind her back, none of it seems believable anymore. She's just a normal high school girl, as far as I can tell.
Would you like a drink? The store is having a special, so I bought as many as I could. My
And-
bag was denser than osmium.
Osmium has been added to the encyclopedia. Her science joke, well, more of a reference, is completely lost on me placing a small rucksack On the desk in front of me, she pulls out a can of soda from an unholy pile stuffed inside. There's no way that can be healthy.
This one's a drink for the intellectuals, the chosen ones.
Chosen. I'm not sure whether I should find that funny, but Kyoko stands before me, moving her gaze to meet mine.
I'm not going to drink them all. I just bought them in case anyone came to join the club.
I appreciate the offer, but I really should get back to clean. Saying it hurts a little, given the look on her face, but joining a club really isn't my priority right now.
Please? I've only met one other person interested in joining, and she doesn't even go to this school.
Ooh, sorry about that. Her eyes are masked with a look of sadness as they stare at me point blank. Saying she looks sad would be... Walking on her at this point would make me feel bad. I guess I can consider it. That should get her off my case, friend.
You'll try it out?
Sure, I guess. From that, her face beams with happiness as her lips curl up to a smile. Can't remember the last time I saw one that genuine. Somehow so cute, so just innocent. I cannot say I'm good at science or that keen, really. Staying here for a while couldn't hurt, could it?
Thank you. I mean, welcome to the club.
You know what's really surprising is the game's not actually all in Japanese. They'll listen to Japanese. They actually got little voice acting and girls here. I couldn't say that I expected this, far from it. From the outside and the little I knew of her, Yoko didn't seem like a person to get this worked up about a stranger joining the club. Even though we're classmates, it's not like we know each other well. However, in a way, her actions are charming. Really doesn't seem a bad person.
Anyway, you were after the cleaning equipment, right?
Not as if I've forgotten. Yeah, I should probably get back to that.
If you don't mind, I'll come with you. I'm supposed to be on cleaning duty anyway.
She's the one who ran off. Don't know whether this is a coincidence or just sheer karma on my part. Rising from my seat, Kyoko too gets ready to join me on our adventure. She rests her lab coat on a nearby desk. The two of us, now ready to make our ways to back to class, finish off the responsibilities handed to us, leave the room. Well, for the most part, the responsibilities handed to me. Hey, welcome, Mr. Ron. Oh, I don't see your name. I don't see you though. Maybe you're on Twitch. Thank you for being here. I didn't see any comment pop up, but thank you. I see you. Appreciate you. Is it Ronan? Oh, it's Ronan. I see your. It's very tiny. As we head out into the corridor, they accidentally bump into a passing student, a girl about Kyoko's height. I'm gonna make this easy. I get a windowed screen and then I can see the whole thing without your avatars. Kyoko herself takes a step backward, almost behind me, as the girl in front now faces me, irate glare.
How about you watch where you're going, will you?
Inside, I feel like I should be saying that too. Her head turns to face Kyoko. has now tucked herself away behind me.
Oh, it's you.
Gee,
I'm sorry to have bothered you.
it's the redhead. Darting her eyes back to me, her expression reverts back to the same look of anger as her. Oh, this is very, if this is Japan, this looks very similar to like Korea, like an old style classrooms, elementary school, high school, middle school. This is what like classic old style Korean schools look like. Nowadays, they look a little different, but this looks like classic. So I guess Japan and Korea have similar styles. Probably China too. I'm not sure about China, but maybe they just all like countries in like Asia have like this style, like this, as like if back in the day. I know they're much more updated now. As she walks away down the corridor, my mind wanders as a feeling of recognition floats about without coming to. Bluntly put, I feel as if I know Yoko sighs behind me, sliding out from the door and taking a step by my side. You know who that was? Nodding beside me, a downcast look coats Kyoko's face.
Naomi Sato, Class 3-3.
Um, mean the Naomi Sato?
Mm-hmm. I don't really get along with her.
Oh no. No wonder I thought I knew her. In fact, for most guys, it'd be a crime to not know her. Her name gets around a lot. What's that supposed to mean? Must be very popular amongst the guys, I guess. Ah. I'm fairly certain her name topped the boys' list for the most attractive girl in the year in the girls' list too. Speaking of which, there was a thing in, I think it was, no, it was America. In America, there was like a, you know how like you've seen in the movies, like they made lists and stuff? There was an attractive like list for the guys or something, and then like parents sued the school. It was like, I don't know where it was, I saw it in the news recently. It's like, yeah, that sounds alright. That's what boys do. They actually, like, that boy is getting in trouble or something. Or it was something worse than that, actually. No. I know what it was. Oh, sorry. It's way worse. So what it was, this is like school children, you know? They actually got pictures of like, the girls, they sent pictures out to like their boyfriend or something, like sex, and the boys ranked them, their bodies. It was so bad. Actually, yeah, it was really bad. That got on the news, and like I think they were like fighting, like all they got was like just a tiny thing. Like they didn't get suspended or expelled or nothing. They just got like, oh, maybe like some tiny thing. And it's a crazy story, because it's like, what guys would do that? That's insane. Guys are like crazy. No one does that. So like, think about that. You could be, I think even as that age, you could be filed as like a sex offender if you do something that bad. Yeah, even if like you're that young. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why. But yeah, those list things, you shouldn't do those. And that, what I just talked about, that's even worse. They ranked them based on like their bodies and stuff. They got pictures of them fully exposed. It's crazy. Yeah. I saw it on a news, can't remember when it was. I think it was when I did the Google thing. And then I saw a video feed. It was a news story. That's crazy. However, whatever it is, sorry, let's get back to the story. Whatever it is, something is clearly going on between her and Kyoko. Can't just ignore that, but perhaps it would be better not get myself too involved. Both of them are well known around the school. Kyoko for her intelligence and Naomi for popularity and looks. They both sound kind of popular though. But like what he's saying is she's popular for her looks, she's popular for intelligence. Anyways, shall we get going to class?
Okay.
Trying her hardest to regain her enthusiasm, Kyoko trails alongside me as we continue down the corridor. Me carrying the mop and bucket and her striding along at my side with a now somewhat relaxed expression. Whatever the situation is with Naomi, it's concerning, but getting involved is a different question. Short while after mopping the floor to an extent we both satisfied with, we standing alone in the otherwise empty but clean classroom.
I feel as if we accomplished something. Like an experiment. Done well.
I understand the chemically bonded the title. I wouldn't know how that feels, but maybe now she'll attend cleaning duty as she's supposed to. Why is she in trouble? Is it, or is it just like they're supposed to clean the classroom? I think it's they're supposed to clean the classroom. They have a duty, which is nice when kids would do this. Nowadays, we have cleaning ladies. And I'm not sure how it is. Someone let me know in the comments. You guys have like a cleaning duty over there? Now that she's here, though, I can't bring myself to complain. It was good to finally have company. Are you usually this talkative? I ask simply because she seems overly energetic, cleaning a grubby classroom. Seeing how she had acted earlier, I find it hard to believe she's like this when anyone is around. Especially for someone who doesn't talk much to those around her.
I've never really had the chance to speak to many people.
Sad.
So, today has been fun.
Good to know. Yeah. Alright, fair enough.
No! Now's the part where you're supposed to give me your number and say a cheesy quote to make me feel better about myself.
Not sure how the world works in her mind, but she looks at me quizzically before resting her arms at her side.
Never mind, but I am going to need your number. You're joining the science club, right?
Better not ask me any questions. I didn't say I wouldn't. I grab a nearby notebook from a random desk and tear out a sheet of paper, only to scribble my number onto the vast white space. Perhaps I should apologize to whoever's booked it. Somehow, I can't help but feel that Kyoko's been waiting for someone to join the club like this. In a way, thinking about it makes me sorry for her. I can only feel bad for not being that interested in science, but at least I can give her moral support as she does. Whatever she does there.
There. Done.
Yay. She proudly presents her phone to me, showing that she's now added me as a contact.
I've spelled your name right, haven't I?
I'm Sunny, apparently. I thought I was a girl. I'm a guy, but it's okay. We're sunshine, basically. Yep, that's right.
I'll send you a picture later so you can add me to yours.
Senpai. I send you a picture. She stands before me, a smile spread across her face, as the evening sunlight trickles through the classroom windows, brushing her cheeks as they glow softly. Sorry about that. I guess it's getting pretty late. Saying my thoughts aloud. Okay. First one was his thought, then it was like saying it aloud. Yoko nods in agreement as we both exit the room, disregarding to put away the cleaning equipment. That and whatever equipment she was up to. As we exit the school grounds, Kyoko's soft footsteps ring out faintly amongst our almost silent surroundings, spared the sounds of day-to-day life. I guess it shows how long we were cleaning for. I could swear that there were still club activities going on when we get started. The evening sky blankets us in the spring air as we stand together at the school gate.
You're coming to the science club tomorrow, right? Don't forget.
It's not like I could after our novel production, and all of the begging involved broke me in. At the end of the day, maybe something like this would be nice. Maybe I can find ambition, even if science isn't my. Don't worry, I'm not going to skip our my first club meeting.
You make that sound as if you're planning on skipping some, though.
No. For the first time in a while, I laugh. In turn, Kyoko's mock frown shifts to a soft but truthful smile. There's like a spelling mistake there. I'll see you tomorrow, Kyoko.
I'll be waiting for you. We're classmates after all. I'll see you tomorrow, too.
Our paths, despite parted by our departures, are now closer to. I turn to see Kyoko's figure in the distance, almost silhouetted by the evening sun. Calling it picturesque wouldn't be far-fetched. I guess I'm a member of the science club now. Wait, we just got a gold trophy? Guys, if you want trophies, look at this. Don't really get why we get a... What was that? I don't know. But we got a gold trophy. E.S. San's visual novel. Is there I don't hear any music. Oh, there is music. I'm gonna mute it now. There is music. It's very low though. It's nice. Only one person. Let me refresh this page. I can't, right? I actually don't. This is a cute, like this. Visual novels. I haven't seen a visual novel in a long time. Hey. I'm gonna probably try to save it here, guys. Hey, Ronan Walker, welcome back. See you there. Okay, we're doing okay. Give you a shout out. Oh, back to the girl. Welcome to the club. Okay, so we're going to save if possible. Can I save? Save it here. We're gonna save it. If you want to check out the game, it is on Steam. It's only $10, which is nice because sometimes visual novels are overly priced at like $60 or $50 or something. Hold on here. Let's see how long the game is really quick. I want to look at the reviews and see like it's like a long game. It has a 9 out of 10 on Steam. So that's nice. The full release just came out. Wow, someone played this game for 25 hours. Why? I don't know why they didn't like it. That's the only one that didn't like it. Maybe they played the game for too long. 8 hours, 5 hours at the review. I bought it for educational purposes. What does that mean? 1.1 hours. I had to turn the voices off because one of the girls sounds like she's voiced by a 5-year-old. That's just the way the voice actor did it. Someone didn't like it, and then I see a bunch of good reviews. Someone played it for 49 hours. Product received for free. And they played it for 49 hours? That's pretty good. Holy crap. 7 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. But they didn't, that doesn't mean they beat it in 3 hours. 21 hours. And he's just saying there's no major twists or surprises in the game. Okay. But they liked it. So most people liked it. That's not bad. Okay. I'm gonna raid out. Maybe that guy is on. Raid time. And Kick, I highly doubt. Yeah, we got 0 viewers somehow. Somehow we only have, even though I had the window open, I think when you leave the window open on Kick, it doesn't always count, so you have to like be there. Then it counts. So Kick, let me refresh. Yeah, there's no one there. So we're gonna stop there, but thank you guys for coming in. And we'll get back to it. I do have all my links. I have a link tree in chat. If on YouTube, go over to Twitch so that we can raid out. Kick, if you want. I don't think anyone is there, so we're probably not gonna raid out on there. And I'm also on, now I'm on Rumble. And Rumble seems pretty nice. We got some nice watch time and viewers over on Rumble compared to YouTube. So I'm on Provo, all of those places. I'm even on the Odyssey and all those other places you guys asked me, hey, have you tried these places out? I actually am on there. It's just they're like a backup channel. But everything's on there. So if you missed a stream, they all go there too. I didn't realize how easy it is to implement those. Yep. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be on Twitch. Okay, so I'm gonna end everything on the other ones, and we're gonna go straight to Twitch to raid out. Okay. If you're on Kick, you can go over. Yeah, I have 2 monitors. Yep. Oh, you're using 2 monitors? Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop on YouTube. Okay, see you guys on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Foxy. Do all that. Turn on all notifications. Okay. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll be on Discord too. So I'll be